Hi caregivers, welcome to this Qigong practice. This practice goes along with the second Qigong class, which focuses on self-applied massage. Some of my colleagues and friends are here with me, and we work in the VA's National Caregiver Center in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Deanna, my friend April is behind the camera, and on the front row we have Chris and Linda, and on the back row we have Natalie and John. And before we get started, it's really important just to remember that each of us only do the movements that feel okay for our own bodies. Please don't cause yourself any kind of discomfort as we're going along. All right, so let's get started. And we're going to start with the 3 treasures. So these are the things we can always carry with us wherever we go. And that is our posture. So whether standing or seated, nice and tall, a relaxed head. If you're standing, have a nice little bend in your knees so you don't put extra strain on your joints. All right, our breath. So making sure that we actually breathe, trying not to hold our breath. It doesn't matter whether you use your nose or your mouth, whatever is comfortable for you. And then our mind. So making sure that we are in a calm state of mind, having an open mind, ready to put what we've learned into practice. Okay, before we get started with movements today, I'd like for us to set our intention for this practice. So it can be anything. Is your intention to learn something new? Maybe your intention is to find something new to help manage your stress. Maybe your intention is to maybe just practice the movements a little bit more. Maybe your intention is to have a little bit of social interaction with other people. And again, all of those are perfectly wonderful. So whatever your intention is, let's just take a moment, make sure you're breathing, and consider what your own intention is for this practice. And let's start with reaching up and stretching out. So palms up. And the arms gently come down. One nice continuous fluid movement. And let's add the breath. So inhaling up. And exhaling down. Going at whatever speed feels best for you. And let's do one more. Okay, now we're going to do a very short standing meditation. So if it's comfortable for you, go ahead and put one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. If that's not comfortable for you, then please don't worry about it. And we're just going to practice taking a nice deep belly breath on the inhale. And then exhaling all of that air as we breathe out. Belly breath on the inhale. And exhale, getting rid of all of that air. And all that we're thinking about, all that we're focusing on is that deep breath. Let's take one more breath. next we're going to be bending from side to side. If you're standing, you might want to give a little bit more space between your feet, but again, make sure that however you're standing is comfortable for you. So from the center, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. And exhaling, it doesn't matter what side you go to. Inhaling back to center. And exhaling to the other side. And just going back and forth. Inhale. And exhale as you lean. Inhale as you come back to center. And exhale. It's a nice gentle lean, only going as far as is comfortable for you. This will be the last stretch. And back to center. In the first practice that we did, we massaged our whole hand. And this time we're going to be massaging our ears. Again, for the purpose of activating all of those reflexes, because our ears are another microsystem of the whole body. I'm just going to take off my glasses because it's a little bit easier to get to my ears. And again, there is no special technique. So we just want to make sure that we get to all of the parts of our ears. It doesn't matter where you start. The little flaps, all of the little parts. And again, what we're doing is activating all of the reflex points in our whole body, all of the systems of the body, sending them some energy, some chi, so we don't have to memorize where each point for each specific thing is. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. Just gently remind yourself to keep breathing. And now we're going to take that same idea and massage a place that feels a little, maybe you've got a little bit of pain or a little bit of discomfort, maybe a little tension. And so you're just going to massage that area. And again, it doesn't matter where it is. Gently remind yourself to keep breathing. And of course, you can repeat this if there's somewhere else on your body you'd like to massage a little bit. That's perfectly fine. There's no rule that says that you have to stop after one spot. And this is the kind of thing that you can do during your practice, or that you can do really any time of the day if you have a moment. All right, let's do 3 sighs of relief. So we'll take a nice deep inhale, and when we exhale, we will have a vocalization, just like we did in the first practice. So let's take a nice deep belly breath. Let's practice bending our spine backward and forward. So the palms come up until they're facing up above. You can arch your back a little bit if you like. And then we bend our body forward, and you can press your knuckles together or you can just draw your hands in, whatever feels best for you. So let's inhale up and exhale down. And when you get here, contract as many things as you can, your toes, your belly, your face. Okay, let's give our heart center a little bit of love. So let's just start by just gently massaging the area around our heart. And again, you do what feels best for you. It can be gentle. If you prefer kind of a tapping motion, that's fine too. You do what feels best for you. Sending in a little bit of extra chi there, a little bit of extra energy. And then when you're ready, you can just leave a hand there or both hands, whatever feels good for you. And send your heart some thanks, a little bit of gratitude. Our heart works for us without us even having to think about it. Being thankful for our hearts. Just gently reminding ourselves to make sure that we're breathing. Let's take one more breath. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And then let's close the practice with our flowing motion. A nice, gentle, slow movement. So inhaling up, exhaling down. And if you'd like, on the inhale up, you can raise your hands. And then on the exhale down, you can stretch your toes and the front part of your feet. Arms are like ribbons of silk. And one more. And I bow in respect to my friends and colleagues. I bow to the caregivers. Thank you for being with us today, for taking the time to do something good for yourself. I bow out of respect for this deep tradition and all of the people who have taught me. Thank you.